we're thrilled to have you with us from Denton, Texas, Apache Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the UAB Blazers and the North Texas Mean Green. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, even though they will have a home field advantage, Coach told me before the game, one of the things he has reiterated to his offensive coordinator is he wants his quarterback to break that school record for passing touchdowns in a season. Now obviously they are going to have a balanced game plan. When they're in the red zone, they're going to take the best play available, but it is in the back of their mind. They want their quarterback to go down in history.
North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So UAB's offense will go on the attack first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Out wide right, it's Ferguson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Blazers look to keep this drive humming. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Long way to go on second down. They try to pop a run on the draw. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They'll go to the counter play. Stop right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the North Texas Mean Green sends out the offense, and they'll go on the attack for the first time. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. Across the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. North Texas doing business from the red zone. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose down the middle.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Give to the fullback. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. And the Blazers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Running inside. It's Simpkins. There's some room. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. The Blazers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Turns up, it's Simpkins. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Touchdown, UAB. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They've got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick. Sure, they limit that return. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. On the return. Good coverage on that one. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Handoff, Robinson running left. All right, guys, let's look at the situation for UAB. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Looking for an alley. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's a give to Robinson. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Trying to squeak through the pile. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment, defense.
So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. So frustrating to have a false start in this area of the field, but still second and goal. Here's a give to Robinson. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here's Robinson. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to... North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Makes the catch. It's Milner. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Jackson gonna throw it. Right side, it's Tipton. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. From the gun, it's White. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. North Texas really has it going on offense.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Hits inside. It's White. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Quick give. Enough to move the chains. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Jackson will throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Throws toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Blazers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The fake wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Ferguson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here's a give to Robinson. Fights off the defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Blazers will line it up on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Out wide left, it's Brown. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. A designed run for the quarterback. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Robinson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Gotta make the play on 4th. Can't make the connection. Down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Jackson going to throw it. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got enough for the 1st down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. North Texas in the hurry up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes.
He unleashes a long one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd and long here. Quick give. It's White. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He puts them in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Jackson will throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Milner. Touchdown, Mean Green. Nice. Get it into the end zone.
Yards yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. And the Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Heaves it deep. Caught at the 25. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Dropping back, it's Burton. Caught.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Snags it. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And no chance. I've at their own 25. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Boston College in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Eagles with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season, and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Denton. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dat-Q Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped at the 13. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and They're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Jackson gonna throw it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it.
Unloads it downfield. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Tipton. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And, man, I want to see more of that. I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride him again. Nice move to keep running. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. It's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass.
And, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Might as well run him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Moves the pocket. It's Burton. Out wide right, it's Robinson. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the 1st. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
The Blazers will have it 1st and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Long way to go on 2nd down. Robinson again. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming. And the Blazers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Dumps it to the back. Right side, it's Simpkins. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Robinson. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Simpkins. Got the 1st down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Blazers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Keeps it on the option. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Finds a crease, it's Robinson. Spins away from the defender. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. After another clutch third down conversion, it's first and goal. Touchdown, UAB! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been
really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. North Texas in the hurry-up.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Sells to fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. North Texas really has it going on offense. Got it behind the line. It's Milner. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. They'll go full wide. Twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18. Jackson will throw. Still looking. Turning it on. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down.
Touchdown, North Texas. Made the grab. Put points on the board. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Play action on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Russell. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Second down to the air. Between the hashes, it's Mims. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes a grab. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. Signals for the fair catch, and that just outside the 20. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Handoff from the gun. He's got enough. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. North Texas in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. North Texas will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return. Returns like that are why you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking for a man. It's Burton. Got his man out of the backfield. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Mims. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here's a give to Robinson. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. And the Blazers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's Robinson one more time. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Got it, looking for the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Simpkins. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to it. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Out wide left, it's Harper. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have makes the grab and room to run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Right side, it's Tipton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He's marked down at the 21-yard line. Turnover. The run inside. It's Simpkins. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The screen, and watch out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Blazers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. The solid return there offsets. Really sets up this offense nicely. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. Left side, it's Milner. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Trying to slip through and pick it up. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
Well, the good news is you got the 1st down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. Running inside, it's Simpkins. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Out wide right, it's Brown. Snags it, and there's running room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Blazers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Caught over the middle. It's Mims. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. On the ground, it's Simpkins. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Tough run here. It's Simpkins. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for the offense. Selling the fake. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. They bring an extra DB onto the field as they try to stop this fourth quarter score. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UAB. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them gonna let it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Jackson will throw. Incomplete. And they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Third and long coming up. Looking to throw again. Another incompletion on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on fourth down. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look at all. Downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Just feeds the running back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They boot it away on fourth down. And no shot at it. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but away, and now they're in business. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. They put the brakes on it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. On the snap, it's Simpkins. Oh, he's got some space. He's past the marker. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Blazers. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up for the PAT. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Finds his target down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Jackson going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. And he makes it past the first down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks. North Texas in the hurry-up.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that for...
Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off-play action. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. He wants to throw it. Working that left side now. Going for the goal line. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.